For more than a decade, Brazil has searched for the same answer to every problem. Need a goal? Give it to Neymar. Need creativity? Give it to Neymar. Need leadership? Give it to Neymar. Need hope? Give it to Neymar. And that may be exactly why Brazil has spent 24 years waiting for a 60th World Cup. As the 2026 FIFA World Cup unfolds, new Brazil manager Carlo Ancelotti has inherited one of the most talented squads in international football. Yet, his biggest challenge isn't tactics, formations, or even the opposition. It's breaking a habit that has defined Brazilian football for more than a decade. Because whether Neymar is on the field or not, Brazil still plays as if everything revolves around him. And that is exactly what Ancelotti appears determined to change. When Neymar emerged at Santos, Brazil believed they had found the next global superstar. The heir to Pelé, the player who would restore Brazil's dominance. And in many ways, Neymar delivered. He became Brazilians' all-time leading scorer, won trophies at club level, and produced countless unforgettable moments in the famous yellow shirt. But there was a problem. The better Neymar became, the more Brazil depended on. Every tournament seemed to follow the same pattern. If Neymar played brilliantly, Brazil looked dangerous. If Neymar was injured, unavailable, or contained, Brazil suddenly looked ordinary. The team wasn't built around the system, it was built around the player, and World Cups have repeatedly exposed that weakness. The most painful example came in 2014 when Neymar suffered a tournament-ending injury before the semi-final against Germany. Brazil completely collapsed. The result was the infamous 7-1 defeat. A reminder that no matter how talented a superstar may be, one player cannot carry an entire nation. Carlo Ancelotti didn't arrive in Brazil to create another Neymar-centric team. He arrived to build a winning team. Throughout his coaching career, Ancelotti has managed some of football's biggest stars: Cristiano Ronaldo, Kaká, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Karim Benzema, Vinicius Jr. Yet his greatest strength has always been making stars save the team, not making the team save the stars. That philosophy is becoming increasingly visible with Brazil. Even before the World Cup, reports suggested Ancelotti made it clear that Neymar would not automatically be the center of everything anymore. The Italian coach emphasized discipline, structure, and collective responsibility over celebrity status. That message may sound simple, but for Brazil, it represents a cultural shift. For years, the Seleção has searched for the next savior. Ancelotti appears to be searching for balance. Brazil's opening World Cup match against Morocco offered a glimpse into the challenge ahead. The Seleção drew 1-1 and struggled for large portions of the game. Afterward, Ancelotti publicly admitted that Brazil needed to improve. He described his team as nervous, imbalanced, and lacking intensity in key moments. The reaction from many fans was immediate. Where is Neymar? Can Neymar fix this? Will Neymar save Brazil? And that response may actually prove Ancelotti's point. Whenever Brazil encounters difficulties, the conversation instantly returns to one player, not the midfield, not the defensive structure, not collective organization. Neymar. The obsession remains, and that is exactly what Brazil must overcome if they want to win the World Cup. If there is one symbol of Brazil's future, it is Vinicius Jr. Under Ancelotti at Real Madrid, Vinicius evolved from an exciting prospect into one of the world's most dangerous attackers. Now, that same relationship is being recreated on the international stage. Against Morocco, it was Vinicius who rescued Brazil with the equalizing goal. It was Vinicius who looked most capable of changing the game. And increasingly, it is Vinicius who appears ready to become Brazil's main reference point on the pitch. But Ancelotti's objective isn't to replace Neymar dependency with Vinicius dependency. That would simply create the same problem under a different name. Instead, Brazil must become a team where Vinicius, Rafinha, Casemiro, Bruno, Marquinhos, and the rest contribute as parts of a collective machine. The strongest World Cup champions are rarely one-man teams. They are complete teams. For perhaps the first time in Neymar's international career, Brazil enters the World Cup where the spotlight is beginning to shift away from him. Not because he lacks quality, not because of a lack of respect, but because time moves forward. At 34 years old and after years of injuries, Neymar is no longer the future of Brazilian football. He is part of its history. The future belongs to a new generation, a generation that must learn how to win without constantly looking over its shoulder. That doesn't mean Neymar cannot contribute. His experience remains valuable. His creativity remains valuable. His leadership remains valuable, but Brazil cannot build its entire identity around a player approaching the final chapters of his career. Ancelotti knows this, and that is why his mission is so difficult. He isn't just coaching a football team. He's trying to change the mentality of an entire football nation. Neymar is not Brazil's problem, but Brazil's dependency on Neymar might be. For years, the Celestials searched for a hero. Carlo Ancelotti is searching for something much harder to build. A complete team, because World Cups are not won by the most famous player. They are won by the most balanced squad. And if Brazil is finally going to lift a 60th World Cup trophy in 2026, it won't happen because Neymar saves them. It will happen because they no longer need saving. And that may be exactly what Carlo Ancelotti has been trying to tell Brazil all along.